Hello my friends and welcome to another First Impressions video. This time it is something called Shards of the Realm, which just appeared in my inbox. And I've never heard of it, so let us play. Okay. Show FPS makes this tiny little thing in the corner that currently says, I think, 60 FPS. Okay, no limit seems like a bad idea, but should probably include 144. Just let me select the frequency, guys, because my monitor is 144, not 120. But anyway, this is an early access game, which was sold to me as a sort of strategy RPG, tactical strategy RPG, at least in the description in the email. So, since I know nothing about the game, let's just make a character and get stuck in and see what it's like. Oh man, that's a look. It looks really pixelated for some reason, and I don't... Have I made a mistake in the settings? I don't know, there's not really many mistakes to make, is there? Okay, so we have a choice between warrior, mage, cleric, and ranger. You can be a berserk or a protector. Okay, your usual various customizations for how you look. Choose the character's name wisely. Wisely. Okay, alright. Someone has a very straightforward sense of humor. Okay, fights and world growth are moderate. While you're still having enough time to explore, this requires more effort in planning, building, and researching and upgrading your team members. Okay, let's just go with all the standard settings.
Many ages ago, when the world teetered on the precipice of annihilation, demonic forces ravaged the lands of all sentient life, sparing none in their path. Legends whisper, in these darkest of times, as life itself neared extinction, a diverse group of mortals rallied under a unified banner to form the Hellbane Order, dedicated to safeguarding the world. Their efforts bore fruit, As the demonic onslaught was gradually repelled, a victory paid for with the countless lives of many brave protectors. However, ages later, some descendants of the ancient Hellbane Order began suffering from nightmares. These nightmares depicted a burning ancient fortress and monstrous creatures tearing the fabric of reality. The vividness and realism of these nightmares haunted their victims.
You know, I'm pleased that this is voiced. I like to say this a lot, but even if your game is like an indie game or early access or whatever, your introduction at the very least should be voiced. No one wants to read.
Haunted by nightmares, one of the
walls of
Hellbane
text.
Order's descendants decides to sell all possessions and assemble a team of experienced companions for a perilous expedition to the mythical fortress from their visions. If this citadel indeed exists, this last bastion of the once powerful Order of the Damned, it may hold the key to unlocking the secrets of the past and possibly answers to the tormenting questions.
Your journey through the treacherous lands fraught with danger culminates upon the grim site of the fortress. The once majestic bastion now lies in ruin, its broken building defiled by vile creatures that skitter and snarl in the shadows. The party is randomly generated at the start of the game. If you don't like the setup, you can restart the game. You want to change the appearance of a specific character from the inventory screen. Okay. Enter the fortress to reclaim it. Secure the fortress. Welcome, adventurer. This game contains many complex elements. Whoa, the camera is really like whoa right now. And I don't seem to be able to zoom out. Alright, let's just skip this. Oh, now I can zoom out. Okay. This, like, element of the UI is, like, stuck over the top of the icons. Okay, apparently I had a 79% chance to hit there and I missed twice.
Ashara. Ashara.
I'm starting to wonder if this game knows what 79% means. I keep missing.
Ashara. Ashara.
Okay, so is the blue bar like a shield? And some classes have like a amount of shield.
Ominous.
Well, that just didn't work.
Ominous.
What is with this thing? It's just like a blue... It's like its textures didn't load in or something. Nope, there's another one behind him.
Ominous.
Ashara. Ashara.
Chance to hit is different depending on where I actually point the shot. It's a little bit strange.
Ashara. Ashara.
Okay. Man, this feels like very underbaked at the moment. I know it's early access. So I guess that's to be expected, but still. Okay, so this is your base. Clear that the burden of safeguarding this fortress and preparing for the coming darkness cannot be shouldered alone. Rumours suggest the existence of an exiles settlement nearby. Community of skilled individuals and potential allies who have thrived outside the confines of conventional society. These exiles, each with their own story and reason for their solitude, could be invaluable companions in your quest. Mission is to seek out the settlement, earn their trust, and convince them to join your cause. The path ahead requires not just walls and weapons, but the strength and unity of determined souls. It's time to create a tool to gather resources mere efficient. What? What? What does that mean? Okay. Craft the basic mining tools. Place the tool in the party's inventory. Time remaining 1 day, 20 hours. Why am I like, I'm stuck zoomed in? Okay. Stop waiting. Okay, I did what you asked. Can you now explain to me where the fortress has gone? There it is. Alright, so someone working in the fortress cannot be in the party. Okay. Guess this is the inventory button. I mean, these things obviously look like resources on the map, but... how do you do that? Okay, you have to find somewhere with a thing. Okay, so it's going to be one of these games where you have to, like, plan out what you're doing with your time. Does it matter that you have 5 people doing this? Man, no one builds with sandstone because of its strength. That feels like a strange description. People build with sandstone because it's easy to work with. Very, very easy to turn into shapes. Aha, here's the village, I guess. Okay, they just have stuff to trade for. Hire companions. Okay. Sure, why not? We need to accumulate extra wealth. Doing so will enable us to bring in more helpers for our tasks. Setting up a tavern could be a potential method for this purpose. The fortress is now reclaimed. Time to access your new stronghold and uncover its secrets. Walls that once echo with the Order's valiant history are now stand silent, awaiting your command. Delving into the ancient archives will be crucial, as they hold forgotten wisdom. Okay, fine. Okay, well that looks more like a monster and less like... less like the textures got lost somewhere. You should be able to just select a melee attack and have someone path to the shortest distance to do it.
Ashara. Ashara.
It moves like a cow when it gets hit. Okay. It does sound... It does have a little bit of that bovine quality.
Ominous. Ominous.
Ominous.
It's like really... Oh, but it kind of is like a demon cow. Sort of. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is an early access game, and it does very much feel like an early access game. You know, what am I doing here that requires my brain as opposed to just smack the enemy until they die? This also just feels very glitchy.
Ashara.
It seems like you're actually targeting a point on the ground. And the percentage is like
Ashara.
the chance that your actual shot intersects that point on the ground.
Ominous. Ominous.
Ashara. Ashara.
Okay, so there is like
Ashara.
melee lock-in.
Ashara.
Reloads current weapon. You have to reload your magic staff with, I don't know, extra biscuits or something.
Ashara. Ashara.
What is going on here? It's like there's a little... There's like a little ledge here that would not ever bother any human. But somehow I need to walk around this bit of terrain. No, they cannot. It always warns you that you can take action even when you have, like, 0.4 of a action point left or something. This is very, very awkward.
Ashara.
Oh, you can hit your own guys.
Ominous.
This is very, very awkward to play. Like, really. What is going on here? I can't even see. This is as awkward as it appears.
Ashara. Ashara.
I'm just gonna finish this mission because I want to see what it's like when you level up. Just to see, you know, what kind of, mechanics the level up system has got.
Ashara. Ashara.
Not enough mind points. Okay, how do you get more mind points? Okay, so it says it applies a damage over time effect, but what is the damage? Don't you think it's pretty important to, like, mention how much damage the damage over time does?
Ominous. Ominous.
You should be able to just attack enemies by selecting attack and selecting the enemy. And it should just automatically select the best possible way to get that damage in. There shouldn't be a battle to, you know, hit the enemy.
Ashara. Ashara.
She's hitting the floor there. Like, I don't think the percentages are really telling the truth. I actually think you're aiming at a piece of ground and hoping that your shot intersects it. That is how it feels.
Ominous. Ah! Ashara.
Okay. This is kind of like a D&D thing, basically, where you're choosing from a list of things each time you level. Okay. Skill points 1. Okay, I've selected a feature. Alright, I am not allowed to level up my actual main class. I have to pick another one. Because that's the only way skill points goes down. Ah, no, I see. Some of these have got skill. Okay. I get what they're trying to go for with this game. I do. Kind of like adventuring with a base. Do you know what it reminds me of? At least like the concept reminds me of old space games like Freelancer and X. X was another space game where basically you had a ship that was your main thing, and you could also potentially have a base. And you went out and you collected resources and you traded and you fought enemies, and then you went back to your base and you upgraded your ship and all that kind of stuff. It's like a fantasy version of that is what they're going for. But it's very, very, very clunky at the moment. And just, I don't know, man. It's a bit of a struggle to play. But anyway, I'd love to hear what you think. I think that is it for me for my first impressions for now. So it's an early access title, so this is a demonstration basically of what they want to do. But you know, some of the basics really need to be there. When I'm attacking the enemy, I want you to just calculate the shortest move for me. So for melee characters, if I want to do a melee attack and I just select the melee attack, then obviously what I want is a move plus a melee attack calculated for me. I do not want to have to awkwardly try and move my guys, nudge them around until they've got a hit. And yes, I realize that it shows you a little gold line that basically means that you can hit from there, but that doesn't mean that your hit is accurate. Because I used that gold line, and then I found like I had a 20% or something, 30% chance to hit, and then I realized that's not close enough. I had to jiggle my characters around. That's really annoying. And visually, everything is very indistinct in battles as well. So, and I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here. Collect a load of stuff, okay. But I need to know, like, where to go to collect these things, and I'm not saying I want the game to hold my hand or anything. It's, I don't know. Yeah, see, I figured. This is a perfect example. I thought that this might be something on the map. And so I go there and I find out that it is something. But it's not labelled. So that's a little bit awkward as well. Enter village, build tavern, collect. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like the resource gathering could also be explained a bit, like, you know, can I just waste as much time as I want? Does it matter? The game did seem to imply that time passing makes the world more dangerous and enemies stronger. Like, even, for example, entering the base seems really awkward. You don't even actually enter the base, you just kind of lurk outside it. I don't know. I want to hear what you think. That is it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.